Care leavers are very greatly underrepresented in higher education. When you look at the statistics, the number of care leavers who actually go on to university is very, very low.
I'm making this documentary because I want people to be more aware of the fact that only 6% of care leavers go to university. That number is shockingly low, and I don't know why, and I want to find out more. I do not remember my first placement. I was so young at the time. I was only 4 when I went into foster care, and I went into foster care with my twin sister Angel. It wasn't until we were a little bit older we gathered that we were different from a lot of people in school, and that we didn't have a mum and dad looking after us. It was, you know, the council, the legal guardian taking care of us. And yeah, it was a difficult time being in foster care during school. I was let down in the care system. I just felt like a number. I felt like money. I just felt like I was just somebody's paycheck, shall you say. I felt like a failure, and none of it was my fault. Being in foster care wasn't my fault. It wasn't my sister's fault. You know, we were in foster care at such a young age. We didn't even know what being a foster kid was. It was just our life, and it was only, you know, when we were slightly older did we realise that, you know, we were different, but we never understood why. And to be honest, I still don't. It's like, I don't know why we were treated so differently, considering we just tried to act so normal. We just wanted friends, we wanted good grades, we wanted to succeed in life just like everybody else. And because of our, you know, situation, that never happened. Well, we thought it never happened, and here we both are today.
Care leavers are very greatly underrepresented in higher education. When you look at the statistics, the number of care leavers who actually go on to university is very, very low.
I'm Lucia, and I'm studying English language and TESOL. I did not ever want to go to uni when I was younger. I mean, I didn't have plans to live past 18, and I thought it was a scam. I thought, you know, why would I take a loan out to go to uni? You know, I don't even like school. Like, I would always leave, I'd walk out. I didn't find it useful, but that's because at the time I was going through so much that I couldn't actually benefit from like any educational environment. I didn't know how to listen. I didn't know how to appreciate everything around me. And it's good that, you know, you can go to uni at any age, really.
I'm Erica. I'm an undergraduate at Abbey Uni, and I do a degree in history. I only speak this from experience and from what I've seen, but I sometimes feel like if you've come from a bad background, and then sometimes if you have things like behavioural issues, sometimes, especially when you're in foster care, you kind of label yourself as that bad kid. And sometimes I feel like foster kids don't know sometimes how to grow. They don't know how to get out of that mentality. And like, some people are just fighting to survive. So I suppose when you think about stuff like that, that's perhaps why the percentage is so low, because for some people they're focused on so many different things that university doesn't seem like like a major concern for them when they just want to know, like, when they need to feel secure in themselves before they even think about university and stuff.
I fought really hard to actually come here, and even after I failed the last year, I came back because I didn't want to give up. I thought about what I would be doing if I wasn't here, and I didn't like that. I didn't like what I was imagining.
If I was still, let's say, in my first placement, which was like not very good at all, it was an all right experience, let's say. But I don't think I could fall back on them, and I feel like they perhaps would have kicked me out when I was 18. And after that, you're like, I need to get a job straight away. I need to like get housing. You focus on such the basics that things such as perhaps university become a luxury because you're so concerned about everything else that you don't think about sometimes about university.
There isn't help to get into uni. Like, it's actually, it feels, for me, it was discouraged. I feel like, yeah.
So my job title is Signpost Mentoring and Care Leaver Support Coordinator. I'm the post-entry point of contact and support for our newly arrived care leavers and for their time throughout their stay at Aberystwyth University. At Aberystwyth University, we do have a fairly comprehensive support package in place for students coming from local authority care, our care leavers.
I really struggled in school. At the age of 19, before I went to university, I was diagnosed with dyslexia and dyspraxia. I always felt like an outsider because I didn't have no support, no guidance in school. I just felt like I was the dumb one who was just pushed away, out on a different table, away from everybody else. I was sometimes in classes by myself, especially in maths class or something. There was only like 6 of us there, and we were just the thick ones. Everyone would make fun of the fact that we were bottom set, but I wanted to learn. I didn't know how, because I didn't have the support in place, and I felt like the education system and social services let me down. Through doing research for this documentary, I have found a newly formed group run by Voices from Care Cymru, a group that supports care leavers throughout their time at university. I was lucky enough to speak to Sarah, who runs the group.
Student Peer Support Group is a gathering of students from 18 plus to come together and meet, receive peer support, but also to talk about their experience with further and higher education. So our peer support groups come together. They have a wellbeing element, and then they also have a consultation element, so that if there are issues raised that members of that group feel they want to take forward or they need to raise, we can do that through our influencing arm.
Foster kids go through a lot. When you find out that somebody's been brought up in care, you know that their story is sad, and you know that they've been through a lot, probably way more than most people double their age have gone through, and that's a hurdle in itself.
They're killing me. Killing old me. Killing old me, killing old seeds. Make it all bleed, make it all cease. Making new me, killing old me, killing old me, killing old me.